All right, we've got another artist here in the QIK studio, and I'm excited to talk to this artist because I've never met you before. We've got Atlus in the studio with us today. Hello, Atlus.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yes. All right, this is exciting because I want to learn everything I can about you in a really short amount of time.
Yeah.
So, because you have just like kind of burst on the scene and you've been blowing up, for not a long time, and here you are sitting in my studio, and you're making your way around radio because you've got a song out on the radio right now.
got a song
so
on the radio?
how awesome is that? So take me back to, I guess, your truck driving days.
Truck driving days. Those were the tougher times. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love truck driving.
How long ago were you driving truck full time?
Yeah, so I was driving truck full time. I would say like 4 years ago.
Okay,
4 years
and
ago.
here you are at a radio station.
And
How
I'm at
cool
a-
is that?
Yeah, a truck driver to being able to be on the radio. I mean, I listened to the radio my whole life, so being able to have a song on radio,
That's
I never thought it happened.
That's
I'm
awesome.
Pretty pumped about it.
What were you driving truck? What were you hauling around?
So I was working for FedEx Freight, so it was like whatever random stuff, any businesses around. You know?
Okay, so were you
Sometimes
local or did you
hazmat,
do the
though.
long, like where you go state to state and stuff?
Yeah, I did local or like I would do local sometimes. I was kind of like whatever was left. they would
Okay.
give it to me.
Oh, okay.
The
You got-
seniority.
Gotcha.
I wasn't there for 30 years. They gave
I
me all the
gotcha.
trash ones. No, that was a good time. I mean,
So you're singing along and you're writing songs in your head as you're driving around your truck all day. Where did you go from there?
yeah, I mean, so I wrote my first two albums from the back, like from the cab of the semi. So like I would just turn on music and I would like freestyle melodies, and I'd have like a 5-hour drive to a place to pick up a trailer, and then 5 hours back. To
And
bring
you're
it back.
in the truck all by yourself.
in the truck by myself.
So you got plenty of time to think.
Not annoying anybody, you
Yeah.
know, because that was a real problem. If people are in the car, they're just like, turn it off.
It's really smart,
Turn
though.
it down.
You're totally, using your time. Yeah,
Yeah,
multitasking.
I always wanted to be a songwriter, so I didn't view myself as a truck driver. They were paying me to write songs. That was
Hey,
what I told
see?
myself, you know. the
I
little
like
lie.
that. Wow. Okay, so you've got some songs and you pitch them to somebody, or you move to Nashville. What's your story?
I was just uploading it to YouTube and to Spotify and all the distribution companies, and one kind of went.
Wow.
And so like I was still driving trucks forever after my song started blowing up, and like most people would probably just, I'm gonna be a musician now, but I was just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how long this lasts. Whatever's coming in is gonna disappear. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep working. And at some point, Jelly Roll actually like hit me up on Instagram, and he was like, I love the song. I want you to come out. So he flew me out, put me in a hotel,
Well,
and he
let's stop there. Let's take
Couple
you
of
back
things.
for a minute. Jelly Roll
Yeah.
message you on Instagram. That's kind of a big deal.
Oh, I love Jelly. Oh, when I saw that DM, it's
You
so
must
funny.
have been freaking out
You ever like wake up at 2 a.m. and look at your phone?
every day, because I literally do
and
wake
then,
up
like,
at 2 a.m.
You wait. Wow.
We do morning show.
That's 2 a.m. is when you.
3.
Man.
Yeah, but it's close enough. But anyway.
No, yeah. But I remember like I thought it was a dream because I was sleeping. And I woke up and I kind of remember looking at it. But then I went back to bed and I was like, oh, I thought Jelly messaged me. And then 2 days later I was like, was that a dream? And I look at it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love Jelly on Red for 2 days because I thought it was a dream.
You know what's really crazy? Turn around.
Oh my God. That's my guy. That's my guy.
That's your boy. It was
I
meant to
love
be.
him.
So, all right. So he messages you, and that's kind of what got the ball rolling, huh?
Yeah, he's like, call me, Bubba, And I sent my number, and he called me, and he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm so excited for this talk, but I gotta give you I got 30 minutes before I have to get back off of lunch.
I'm on lunch break.
And he's like, well, what do you mean lunch? And I was like, well, I work at FedEx, I drive trucks. And he's like, Bubba, you got a gold record. What are you doing driving trucks still?
That's pretty cool.
And then I told him, I was like, my team, we had my homies from high school were filming, and we would just post the stuff. And he was like, that's your team? And he's like, I needed to introduce you to some people. So he flew me out. And,
Well, I mean, you're just starting out. You don't know, but
I mean,
wow. How hard was it to go back to work that day after you just got off the phone with Jelly Roll, who's like, hey, I'm going to hook you up with a team. I'm going to do this for you. I mean, that must have been hard to go back to work.
oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the rest of that day I moved in slow motion.
I'm sure.
I couldn't think about work. All I could think about was
Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always so good to hear, and this happens a lot in country music, where some of these more established artists, they just reach out and they keep helping all the younger people, get discovered. And because you can get discovered on all these social platforms, but you kind of need somebody to pull you out from that because everybody's doing it. And to have somebody like Jelly Roll do that for you is pretty cool.
It's awesome.
That's cool. All right, I want to talk about your name. Atlus is not your real name.
No, not my real name.
No, but where did that come from?
So in 7th grade, we had like a creative writing project. It was on Greek mythology, and the teacher was like, pick someone in the book, write about it. And I remember like, I have this weird thing, which is probably why I wasn't the best at school, is I have to be super passionate about something to really invest in it.
Oh.
So even little assignments, I'm like, I gotta connect with it somehow. Mm-hmm. And everyone was doing Zeus, Poseidon, and I just remember like nothing was connecting with me, and I was just flipping through the book, but landed on Atlus, which is the titan that holds the world on his shoulders.
Oh.
And as more people learn more about my story, my mom was a massive influence in everything. Single mom, mortgage payment, car payment. She did it all. And she did the impossible. So for me, Atlus was my mom holding this up. So when I started the project, I wanted to finally take that weight off of her.
Oh, I love that.
Because the song went viral, I finally got to retire her, I moved her to Nashville.
Oh.
So that was
what an amazing story.
Best moment of my life.
But yeah, just a good moment that went full circle. So, I love that. That is a great story. All right, so here we are. You've got your first single called Devil Ain't Done, going to country radio. This is a big step, big moment. Where do we go from here? Are we going to do some tours? Are we going to be playing a bunch of clubs? What are you thinking?
I'm sure we're going to get a tour going, but right now I think it's just kind of getting to meet everybody at the stations and just kind of, I don't know, that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Just meeting everyone behind the scenes, because you never get to do that kind of stuff.
Have you ever been to like a radio station before?
This is like the first week of me going to and I'm like a kid with candy. I'm like,
oh, that's
it's just it's a cool experience.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't really know that there's a lot more to radio stations than just, what you're hearing on the dial and stuff. But it's kind of cool. You get to kind of learn all of that as you're growing up in this business. I'm sure Jelly Roll has given you a lot of great advice.
Oh yeah. Amazing advice.
What's some of the best advice that he has given you?
He's just saying to stick with it and to show up. I think that's a big thing. Is just no matter like if there's an opportunities are a blessing, and no matter how stacked your plate is, you never want to give up on an opportunity, and you want to just keep going and show up.
Yeah, you have to put in the work.
Put the work in.
Yeah, I mean, just keep putting it in because, you hear the stories time and time again. The country artists is now. This is the time where you got to keep going. Hopefully, things will kind of level out, and you'll be able to enjoy life and your big, 22-foot yacht and all that stuff, like Kenny Chesney does on his own island and the Bahamas and stuff like that. But
that's the life, right?
Yeah, that's where everybody's going. But yeah, now you get to work.
Kenny bring me to the island.
So you're originally from Denver, is that correct?
I'm originally from outskirts of Denver,
okay.
Commerce City.
So is that your football team, or are you a football guy at all?
I joined teams, but I was kind of bad at everything. I was trying to be bad.
Okay.
I grew up pretty poor, so I just didn't want to go home.
Okay.
So I would join a team, but I was aiming for third string.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I could just hang out and talk to homies, and they'd be like, "Oh, you got this," you know what I mean? But I just wanted to not go home right away.
I gotcha.
I mean, I guess swimming was the first thing I think I tried at.
Okay.
I was like, let me stop. And there's the thing is I joined all these sports, but I was the chunkiest kid because I was never playing. You know what I mean? And I was giving minimal effort.
But it looked good. You were there. You were showing up, and you were giving it some effort, right?
Yeah, I was giving it some effort.
You were doing everything that you can. All right, tell me something about yourself that a lot of people don't know. That's just a very interesting fact about you.
I like spicy food. Like painful spicy.
Really?
Yeah,
have you been done challenges with friends where they're eat this, Atlus, and you're no problem.
One chip challenge, or if I go to B-Dubs, I'll get the blazing wings just because I like the pain or something.
Really?
I don't know. It's not. I just like the challenge of overcoming it.
So you're the person to put our money on in a bet then if we're having a spicy food challenge.
Yeah, put me in the ring. I got it.
You ever really won any big money from stuff like that?
No, I don't think you win money doing that. But there is YouTube channels blow up just eating the spiciest thing.
I was
That's
just
how I
gonna
got
say,
hooked on it. I just
this
got
music thing
down
doesn't
a
work
wormhole.
out. Just do that.
Yeah.
So I
you know,
mean,
I can't eat a lot of food, but I can eat spicy. you know?
yeah.
That's the goal.
There you go.
When this music thing doesn't work out.
There you go. No, you're gonna be great. No, you have some great songs. I'm really excited about your career because you've got a different kind of sound in country music, and I like that you're going with that because that's you got to have something that sticks out. Everybody's got to have what's your one thing about you, that's different from all the rest. Jelly Roll's got crosses all over his face and tattoos and everything, but you always got to have something that sticks out. And I love that your music there's a difference about it. How do you describe the sound of your music?
I think I've been influenced by so many genres. I think starting out like country was like my dad's favorite, and it was like he was always Mark Chestnut, Phil Vassar, Rascal Flatts, and then I think from there Colorado, the Fray blew up, and they're like piano ballads, and they came from Colorado, and they're the first band I could be like, oh, you can do it from here, and I think then it went into other genres, but I think I just love music as a whole, and I just for me, music has always been a way to deal with whatever's going on in my life that's bad. So regardless of genre, it was always the message that reached me. And I think I've listened to so many genres. So if there's something that sounds like a blend or unique, it's because I've listened to everything.
What's your favorite cover song to sing?
Cover song, I'll Be Edwin McCain. I feel like that's the one I'm always like.
That's the one you're the best at?
I feel confident.
There you go.
I used to be Don't Ya, Brett Eldridge.
Oh, that's a great song too, yeah.
I used to love singing that one, but I just couldn't sing it quite as good as Brett did.
It's tough, though. Brett's pretty good.
He's really good. He's insane.
Well, Atlus, we are so glad that you are stopping by, and we are so excited to meet you and just wishing you all the best of luck. You've got a huge fan base already. How many billions of streams do you have?
We have a billion streams globally.
That's insane. Wow.
And
for a new artist. Yeah.
That's exciting.
And millions of followers now on your social media platform. You're up to somewhere in the millions.
Yeah,
so.
I know TikTok's like 1.2, and we were doing great on Facebook, but Facebook put me in a little jail. So you know what I mean.
What'd you post?
I don't know.
You had to have done something.
So I got hacked, and then people started posting stuff, and then they took it down, and then we finally got it back after 8 months. And then we were like, we're going to go run ads now. And then we got to take it down again. We're like, no. So we had to start from scratch.
Well, you don't need them anymore now. So now you got all your followers. So yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming by, Atlus. Check out his new single. It is called Devil Ain't Done. Good luck. And thanks so much for stopping by, QIK.
Thank you for having me.